Ladies and gentlemen, life has this beautiful rhythm. Sometimes it's loud and fast, and other times it's quiet, giving you the space to think, to feel, and to evolve. Tonight, I want to talk about something we often overlook in this whirlwind of a world, the art of letting them miss you. We live in a time where being seen is almost an obsession. We post, we text, we try to stay in people's minds constantly. But have you ever stopped to think about the power of your absence? Sometimes stepping back, creating a little distance, is the most empowering move you can make. You see, it all starts with knowing your worth. When you truly understand what you bring to the table, your kindness, your intellect, your passion, you won't feel the need to constantly prove it. But you don't have to scream your value for the world to hear your energy speaks louder than any words ever could. So when you step away, let them sit in the quiet. Let them feel the void you leave behind. This isn't about playing games, it's about standing tall in your self worth. Sometimes the best way to make someone appreciate you is to let them experience life without you for a moment. It's in those spaces of silence that people realize what they're missing. But here's the secret: you don't step back just for others to see your value. You step back to see your own. Use that time to invest in yourself, to grow, to learn, to become even better than you were yesterday. Pour your energy into your dreams. Build a life so full and vibrant that when you do walk back into the room, they don't just miss you, they admire you. And let's talk about confidence for a moment. Confidence is magnetic. It's not about being perfect, it's about owning who you are, flaws and all. When you walk with confidence, you don't need to demand attention, it naturally gravitates toward you. That's the magic of presence, the kind that leaves an imprint long after you've gone. So let them miss you. Let them feel the echo of your laughter, the warmth of your kindness, the power of your ideas. Let them see that your absence doesn't diminish you, it amplifies your value. And when they finally do, remember this: it was never about them realizing your worth, and it was about you never forgetting it. Thank you. Knowing your worth is the foundation of everything: your relationships, your career, your self respect, and how you navigate the world. It's not just a concept, it's a mindset, a belief system, and most importantly, a way of life. It's the ability to look in the mirror and say, I am enough without needing anyone else's validation to affirm it. But let me tell you something: knowing your worth isn't always easy. It's not handed to you on a silver platter. It's something you discover, fight for, and hold on to with unwavering conviction. Let's be honest, the world doesn't always make it easy for us to feel worthy. We are bombarded with messages that tell us we need to look a certain way, act a certain way, or achieve a specific set of milestones to be considered valuable. But here's the truth: your worth isn't determined by the size of your paycheck, the number of followers you have, or how others perceive you. It's rooted in something much deeper. Your worth comes from the unique blend of your experiences, your passions, your kindness, and your resilience. It's in the way you've risen after every fall, in the dreams you dare to chase, and in the authenticity you bring to every interaction. Knowing your worth means setting boundaries and understanding that you're not obligated to give your energy to everyone who demands it. It means recognizing that no is a complete sentence and doesn't require justification. It's about walking away from situations and people that diminish you, even if it's hard, even if it hurts. Because when you truly know your worth, you realize that staying in places where you aren't valued isn't loyalty, it's self betrayal. But let's not confuse knowing your worth with arrogance. It's not about thinking you're better than anyone else. It's about understanding that you are enough as you are and that your value doesn't need to be compared to anyone else's. It's about appreciating your own light without dimming someone else's. You can celebrate others and still hold space for yourself. You can be kind and humble while firmly knowing what you deserve. And, and here's another thing: knowing your worth doesn't mean you won't face moments of doubt. There will be times when the world makes you question everything, when rejection, failure, or heartbreak shakes you to your core. But those moments don't define you. In fact, they are opportunities to reaffirm your worth, to say to yourself, this moment does not diminish me. It does not take away from who I am. To truly know your worth, you have to be willing to dig deep, to silence the noise of external opinions and reconnect with the essence of who you are. You have to take the time to explore your passions, nurture your strengths, and heal your wounds. It's a process, not a destination. Some days you'll feel unstoppable. Other days you'll need to remind yourself of your value. And that's okay. What matters is that you never stop honoring yourself. When you know your worth, you approach life differently. You stop settling for crumbs when you deserve the whole cake. You stop over explaining, over apologizing, and overextending yourself just to please others. You start choosing relationships, opportunities, and environments that align with your value. You understand that you don't need to dim your light to make others comfortable. You can shine unapologetically. There's a certain irony in the idea of stepping back to stand out, isn't there? We're often conditioned to believe that the more we put ourselves out there, the louder we are, the more visible we are, the more we'll be noticed and valued. But sometimes the most powerful statement you can make is to retreat, to give yourself space, and to let your absence speak for itself. Stepping back isn't about weakness or giving up. It's about reclaiming your energy, your focus, and your peace. It's a deliberate, conscious choice to create distance, not just from others, but from the constant need to prove yourself. It's about recognizing that there's strength in stillness and power in being selective about where you place your attention. When you step back, you give yourself the gift of perspective. You begin to see things more clearly, relationships, opportunities, even your own value. And think about it, how often do we take our most precious things for granted because they're always there? It's human nature to overlook what feels constant. But when that presence is gone, even momentarily, it creates a space that can't be ignored. It's in that absence that people begin to understand your significance. Stepping back allows others to feel your value in a way they may not have noticed before. But this isn't just about how others perceive you, it's also about how you perceive yourself. Stepping back gives you the chance to reconnect with who you are outside of anyone else's expectations or demands. It's a moment to ask yourself, what do I really want? What am I truly capable of? Am I giving too much of myself to things that don't serve me? These questions often lead to answers that are transformative. And sometimes stepping back is necessary to protect your energy. Life can be overwhelming. And if you're constantly giving your time, your attention, your love, you risk losing yourself in the process. By stepping back, you set boundaries. You prioritize yourself in a world that often tells you to prioritize everyone else. You remind yourself that your well being is not negotiable and that taking a step back isn't selfish, it's self preservation. Stepping back also gives you the chance to refine your focus. When you're in the thick of everything, it's easy to get caught up in the noise and lose sight of what truly matters. By creating distance, you can evaluate where you're putting your energy and whether it aligns with your goals and values. It's an opportunity to recalibrate, to shed what no longer serves you, and to move forward with greater clarity and intention. And let's not forget the power of mystery. There's something undeniably captivating about not always being accessible, about letting your presence be felt rather than constantly seen. When you step back, you allow people to wonder, to miss you, to appreciate the unique energy you bring. You remind them that your time and attention are privileges, not guarantees. The Stepping back doesn't mean disappearing. It doesn't mean you stop caring or contributing. It means you choose your moments wisely. It means you understand that standing out isn't about being everywhere all the time. It's about being unforgettable when you do show up. When you step back, you give yourself the freedom to grow, to evolve, and to return stronger and more certain of your worth than ever before. Investing in yourself is the most rewarding and transformative commitment you can make. It's about pouring time, energy, and resources into your growth, happiness, and fulfillment. It's not selfish, it's necessary. You are your greatest asset. And when you invest in yourself, you unlock potential that can impact every area of your life, your career, relationships, health, and mindset. Think about it. We spend so much time giving to others, chasing external validation and meeting expectations. But how often do we truly prioritize ourselves? Investing in yourself starts with shifting that focus inward. It's about understanding that your personal growth is not a luxury, it's the foundation for everything you want to achieve. One of the most profound ways to invest in yourself is through education and self improvement. This doesn't necessarily mean formal schooling, it can be as simple as reading a book that inspires you, learning a new skill, or attending a workshop that broadens your horizons. Knowledge is one of the most powerful tools you can acquire, and every time you learn something new, you're enriching your life in ways that no one can take away from you. Investing in yourself also means taking care of your physical and mental health. Your body and mind are your vehicles through life, and they deserve your care and attention. Prioritize exercise not just for how it makes you look, but for how it makes you feel. Nourish yourself with food that fuels your energy and sharpens your focus. Take the time to rest, to recharge, and to listen to what your body is telling you. And when it comes to your mental health, don't be afraid to seek help if you need it. Therapy, meditation, journaling, whatever it takes to maintain your inner peace, make it a priority. But investing in yourself isn't just about self care in the traditional sense, it's also about taking risks, stepping out of your comfort zone, and believing in your potential. It's about setting goals that scare you a little but excite you a lot. It's about betting on yourself, even when the odds seem stacked against you. This kind of investment requires courage because it often means facing fears, failures, and doubts. But every time you push through those challenges, you grow stronger, wiser, and more confident in your abilities. Another critical aspect of investing in yourself is cultivating relationships that uplift and inspire you. Surround yourself with people who believe in your dreams, challenge you to be better, and celebrate your successes. Let go of toxic relationships that drain your energy or make you question your worth. The people you choose to have around you play a significant role in your journey. So invest in building a support system that reflects the kind of life you want to live. Your passions and hobbies are also a vital part of this equation. Too often, we let the demands of daily life push aside the things that bring us joy. But when you invest time in what lights you up, whether it's painting, dancing, writing, or traveling, you feed your soul in a way that nothing else can. Your passions are not just hobbies, they are windows into your true self. Financial investment in yourself is another area that's often overlooked. Spend money on things that add value to your life. That might mean taking a course to advance your career, purchasing tools or resources for a creative project, or even just buying a plane ticket to a place you've always dreamed of visiting. These investments are not expenses, they're stepping stones to a richer, more fulfilling life. Perhaps the most underrated form of investment is the time you spend getting to know yourself. Self awareness is a superpower. Take the time to reflect on your values, your strengths, your dreams, and even your flaws. Understand what drives you and what holds you back. When you know yourself deeply, you make decisions that align with your true desires and you stop living on autopilot. Investing in yourself also means being patient with your growth. Progress isn't always linear, and success doesn't happen overnight. But every small step you take, every book you read, every workout you complete, every goal you achieve compounds over time. And the more you invest, the more you'll see the returns, not just in external achievements, but in the way you feel about yourself. Finally, investing in yourself means acknowledging that you are worthy of that investment. It means treating yourself as a priority, not an afterthought. It means believing that your dreams are valid and that you have everything within you to make them a reality. Confidence is one of the most captivating qualities a person can possess. It's not just about how you look or how you speak, it's about the energy you exude, the way you carry yourself, and the belief you hold in your own worth. True confidence doesn't shout, it speaks quietly but powerfully, leaving an undeniable impression on everyone you meet. It's the kind of presence that lingers long after you've left the room, and it's the secret to unlocking your fullest potential. The thing about confidence is that it's not something you're born with, it's something you cultivate. It's a muscle you strengthen through action, reflection, and perseverance. Let me tell you, confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about embracing your imperfections, your quirks, and your unique story. It's about standing tall, not because you have all the answers, but because you trust yourself to figure it out as you go. At its core, confidence is rooted in self awareness. It's about knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what you're capable of. When you're clear about your values, your strengths, and even your weaknesses, you develop a sense of certainty that no one can shake. You stop needing external validation to feel good about yourself because you've already given yourself permission to be enough. That inner certainty radiates outward, drawing people toward you like a magnet. But let's be honest, building confidence isn't always easy. We live in a world that constantly tells us we're not enough, not smart enough, not attractive enough, not successful enough. The pressure to fit into society's mold can be overwhelming. But confidence isn't about meeting anyone else's standards. It's about defining your own and realizing that you don't need to conform to anyone's expectations to be worthy. Confidence comes from understanding that your value isn't tied to what you do or how you look, it's inherent in who you are. One of the most empowering aspects of confidence is that it allows you to take risks. When you believe in yourself, you're not afraid to step into the unknown, to try new things, and to fail. Because here's the thing, failure doesn't diminish your confidence. If anything, it strengthens it. Every time you face a setback and choose to rise again, you prove to yourself just how resilient and capable you are. Confidence isn't about never falling, it's about knowing that you can always get back up. And confidence is also magnetic because it's contagious. When you walk into a room with your head held high and a genuine smile on your face, you inspire others to do the same. People are drawn to those who believe in themselves because it gives them permission to believe in themselves too. So your confidence has the power to lift others up, to create an environment where people feel seen, valued, and inspired. And let's not forget the role of body language in confidence. The way you carry yourself says so much about how you feel inside. Shoulders back, chin up, and a steady gaze, these small shifts in posture can have a huge impact on how you're perceived and, more importantly, how you perceive yourself. Even on days when you're not feeling your best, adopting confident body language can trick your brain into believing you're more self assured than you are. Over time, those small actions become habits, and those habits build true confidence. Confidence isn't about being the loudest person in the room or demanding attention. It's about having a quiet assurance that you belong wherever you choose to be. It's about being comfortable in your own skin and trusting that your presence is enough. Uh, when you're confident, you don't need to compete with anyone else because you understand that no one else can be you. That realization is liberating, and it frees you from the endless cycle of comparison and self doubt. One of the most beautiful things about confidence is that it empowers you to be authentic. You're not trying to be someone you're fully embracing who you are. And when you show up as your authentic self, you attract the right people and opportunities into your life. And confidence allows you to say, "This is me, take it or leave it," without fear of rejection. Because deep down, you know that anyone who can't see your value isn't meant to be part of your journey. Confidence also gives you the courage to use your voice. It's about speaking up for what you believe in, even when it's uncomfortable. It's about asking for what you deserve, whether it's a promotion, a boundary, or simply respect. Confidence doesn't guarantee that you'll always get what you want, but it does guarantee that you'll never settle for less than you deserve. Finally, confidence is magnetic because it's not rooted in ego, it's rooted in self assurance. It's not about putting others down to lift yourself up. True confidence uplifts everyone around you. It's kind, it's humble, and it's unshakable. It's knowing that you have something unique to offer and that the world is better for it. In life, your power lies not in how much noise you make, but in the energy and impact you bring to every moment. By knowing your worth, you create an unshakable foundation of self respect and value. By stepping back, you allow the world to see what they've been taking for granted, making your presence undeniable. By investing in yourself, you build a life so rich in growth, passion, and resilience that your light shines brighter than ever. And by embracing confidence, you radiate an energy that inspires, uplifts, and draws people toward you. So let them miss you not because you've faded, but because you've chosen to stand taller, stronger, and more authentic than ever before. Your worth, your growth, and your confidence are your greatest tools. And when you carry them with you, you don't just stand out, you become unforgettable.